My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. Now, it's very deplorable, some of the things it is here all over the place, all in social media, concerning crime, especially when you are biased to a particular party or a particular group. The way in which the political entity's suggestion in fighting crime is vote me in. If it are 10 different parties, I bet you they go say the same thing. Vote me in. A party vote me in, that is the solution. When you ask them what is the solution, they tell the government who they present. And I'm sure the next one is going to have the same remarks. But who are the statistics? Who really are the statistics in Trinidad? Because on the screen there you would have seen crime or criminal activity that is taking place here in Trinidad. We would have told you months ago that the solution for crime is not just ramping up the police force. Crime is such a ticklish issue that all parts of it had to be attacked simultaneously. You see the enforcement? Yes, that is a crime fighting measure. Social issues, that is a crime fighting solution. These structures must be put into place. Poverty is a serious thing in Trinidad and Tobago. Whereas people back in the 60s, the place was much more poor than this, but people were surviving. The cause of crime at this point in time, we would have reached so far, and the structures that used to support the people back then have been destroyed for this physical advancement that we have right now within Trinidad. So it's not that people can revert back to be planting and bartering, but it's a process that make us reach so far today that cannot be reversed. Because look what's going on there. Crimes are what? Where you think you feel a man want to commit crime? You feel a man if he had the other way. Somehow you say go and get a job. It's not easy to get a job right now. There are a lot of youths want to work. They want to provide for their family. They want to. But the real thing, the gist of the matter is this. They can't. Some of you go find all kind of reason that may be intrinsic to you or indigenous to you. But I walk down the road if a man really want it. It's sung and plausible. But that is only what we call availability heuristics. Data and information that is just privileged to you and you alone. And nobody else. There are specific certain circumstances that is geared towards you. And nobody else. Nobody else have the chance that you have. Nobody else have the opportunity that you have. Nobody else have the family that you have. Some of you may have a family in the States could afford to fly out. Some of you may have family that have business. I know you could fall in, or you have family who know somebody. The average man that at the bottom, they ain't have that. So by you standing up and saying, hey, this man could go and find a job, he could, but where were him to start from? And that is where in the Bible would have said, judge not, and you shall not be judged. It didn't mean to not to point out the wrongs and the ills in it. What it means is put yourself in the shoes of that person. What if that person may have grown up in a home that have bandits that are accustomed doing that and don't know how other way? I would have bounced up on these things to life. If you go down and sit down in an AA class, Alcohol Anonymous, it would have proved justice, but that is pertaining to alcohol. If you take it out of the domain, there are women that end up prostitutes on the streets because they thought that is the only way. And when knowledge would have reached to them and they would have gotten the empowerment from certain structures, they would have moved away from that lifestyle. So many of us coming here and condemning and saying this and saying that. And we would have heard from the truth. Crime in Trinidad and Tobago, if nobody can tell you this is what it is. The number one is poverty. Number two is who know you and who. That's a nice word we just say. Who know you and who you know. But the job system becomes so monopolized in Trinidad and Tobago. It would have fallen prey to nepotism. So where it is people getting equal opportunity within the education system, that is only limited to certain parts. And we could even say it not self equal. The outcome is different. You would have gone to school, get all your subject, get all your questions right. And when you reach out to the same man who used to get 10 and 15, he in charge of a job. Would that put you? The system in Trinidad and Tobago is severely flawed. And if we don't understand that, we need to understand that today. Crimes, robbery with aggravation, it's gone up. People are literally fighting to survive. That is what it is. So to try to take that from a man does think all kind of thing, but you better go away. The state of the economy would have severely fallen. But the solution to all of this is not just to change our government. It's by somebody stepping up to the plate, stating what it is, and rallying the people to that extent. And the people in Trinidad and Tobago who have the legal opportunity to do so, the rights to do so, is the opposition. But where are they? Let me tell you, they're playing the blame game. And the rest of people who are supporting it, they're either sympathetic to it, or there was made certain promises that if we win, we go give our position. That is where it has be. At this point in time, crime could only be solved by us, the people, because the intel most of the time does come from you. The police know they need you, but watch how they treat you in the public. Watch how they greet you in the public. And that is an issue. So bringing this community and this harmonious relationship together between the police and the citizen is imperative. So the commissioner needs to put certain program in place to do just that. And the police officers who are abusing their power need to be disciplined. It needs the involvement of the citizen to stop crime. It needs social structures in place, the involvement of the government and the police commissioner. The Ministry of Education partnering with NGOs to bring this type of knowledge to the public. So these are all the factors that is needed to solve crime. Not this hogwash thing in which they are trying to give you. Not this thing that they're trying to do to you by telling you, hey, this is what it is. Now we would have spoken about the issue with the schools in Trinidad. We would have told you it would have reached to this. We would have said very well, or it would have been here, and God forbid that a parent damage a child on the school compound. We would have told you that. Lo and behold, what we would have gotten here from this whole issue was this, and we are going to play that for you here now. We are going to play that for you here now. Now this here is an incident that would have been taking place.
This is the parent I complained about an hour ago. She's still on the compound. An hour. She speak to me good. An hour ago. I complained about it.
And the woman was going and she begged for something.
Yeah.
What
I say? An hour ago. This parent has something and she begged. This one right here. And nobody could get this lady out yet. I complained an hour ago. I was there.
Now she had to be escorted out.
Get out on tape.
How the frick she get the compound?
It's a scissors, woman, pull out there.
Where the am?
Them parents going and fighting.
Hey, Richard, somebody need to talk to Christopher. Christopher allowing this shit.
Now this is what is taking place here. And there are many others in it. Children was found with cutlass, gunfire going off behind the school. All of these things are going on here in Trinidad. But what we are doing, are just saying down and doing what? Marching good. That's enough to bring awareness. But the strategy must be put into place, and it needs the cooperation of the government and the opposition. Or you grow up, stop playing this what will you do politics. The police commissioner, social services, and the Ministry of Education needs to come together. And in some parts, the Minister of Finance, probably to finance the whole thing. Not probably, but to finance it. All these ministries needs to work together to alleviate this problem that we have in Trinidad and Tobago. And the problems is not the party itself, you know. It's the specific individuals that are inside the party. The party itself have no feelings. PNM is just on paper. UNC is just on paper. It's the individuals that is inside these parties that are destroying it. I sure there is not what Manning that had installed for the PNM. I sure this is not where Basdio Pandey would have had installed for the UNC. There are many people on the base of these parties and them that are disgruntled. Plenty of them not going and vote again. Because at the end of the day, this is nonsense. And there are many fanatics in between that louder than the clear-minded people. So their opinions are left unchecked in the public domain. When you hear one individual talk, it's not for a whole party, you know. Because I would have heard many people that have brilliant ideas in both. And the problem is that the more aggressive personality types would have elevated to the top. Because when a man's smart, he don't look for all that kind of long talk with people. Crime and criminality needs to stop in this country. Effective planning needs to be put into place, otherwise you will become a statistic. And I urge all of you, that is aligned to specific political parties, put pressure on the executives and them to do something. And if they ain't hearing you, it's at the PEP. Stop playing. Stop making yourself a statistics. My name is Renison Jeffrey. And what I do here is without fear, neither favor. The many crimes that is taking place among the citizenry is because of the state of the economy, the lack of jobs, and the many depressed areas. People literally have nothing to eat. So we urging on the powers that be, the gangsters or any need to put down the gun. The powers that be or any need to come together. Don't let the judgment that was handed down, the edict, a matter of fact, or the comment that was made by Cain, which stated, "Am I my brother's keeper?" And because you are not your brother's keeper today, that is why crime is so rampant in Trinidad and Tobago. Because none of them, from the head to the tail, is honest enough and fair enough to say something wrong here, and is enough, we should stop playing this tug-of-war game. If many of you start to mouth this, why saying here today a change will come about, it will put them on the P's and Q's. We must say the powers that be must come together to solve crime. Otherwise, we the people must stand up and put an end to them. So we urge you, like, share, and subscribe to the Workers' Rights Platform. We are going to put the links in the description. Here in the description. So once you access the link, You could sign up online. We will get in contact with you. Be a part of this growing movement. This movement that is fostering change. Subscribe to the channel. To all, have a blessed day. And peace, and may the peace of Almighty God be upon you.